We're going to go ahead and get into some ranked play. They did reset the ranks, so I am no longer in a ranked tier, but it's all good. We'll get back into the ranked. I was in Diamond 2, I think was my highest, but I did drop down a little bit. I'm not really great at this game. I'm really not. You know, you get out of it what you put into it. So it's but it's a cool game. This is just sort of a test to test out this whole YouTube to Twitch system. Let me know if the audio is okay. Let me know if anything's too loud, too quiet, or anything like that. But yeah, we're about to get into this. Yeah, it looks like we're good. It is going to be in 30 frames per second because that's the limit of what Twitch will allow you to stream to from an Xbox. No matter what your settings are, I am playing at 60, but Xbox only uploads to Twitch at 30 for some reason. You know, we got this most powerful console. I got all the settings set to 120 on my TV, high-speed internet. None of that really matters. You're limited to 30. So it's not my fault. Sorry. But yeah, we are going to go ahead and stream nonetheless. Welcome. If you're just joining, we're playing Halo Infinite on Series X. Just testing out this streaming setup I got. I think it'll go pretty well. So yeah, later we have the Hogwarts Legacy reveal, about an hour and 35 minutes. So you guys looking forward to that? I may not be streaming this for too long. Estimated weight is 243. Why would... Okay, there we go. No reason you should be waiting 2 minutes and 43 seconds to get into a multiplayer game, especially when it's as dead as Halo Infinite. Yeah, but what's up though? You guys play Halo Infinite? Anyone here play Halo Infinite as like their main multiplayer game? Probably not. Halo is definitely not what it used to be. I think Halo is just kind of here to be here at this point. Yo, Max B, what up?
The longer you hold the skull,
are you not looking forward to seeing the new Hogwarts?
Incoming.
Looks like it could be interesting.
Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Grenade out.
Reloading.
Ball dropped.
We've lost a teammate.
Enemy has the ball.
Yo, people will hold on to this ball for so long if you don't get it away from them. Like a team can just run away with the victory just by holding onto the ball for hella long.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Seize the skull.
We have the ball.
Enemy
gained the lead.
Does this game come off to you guys as being like a competitive game? Like Halo used to be like taken very seriously in esports,
Ball dropped.
Allied carrier down.
and that was when esports, like Bungie wasn't even making this for esports. See, they just knew how to make a good multiplayer game, and so naturally
Has the ball.
it's going to be made into esports. Whereas 343 hired all these esports players to try to design the game, and it just ended up not really even capturing what made Halo really special.
Active camo inbound.
You know what I mean? But that's alright.
Active camo available.
I don't know, I feel like they're not really trying that much.
Ball dropped.
You get tag teamed like a lot in this.
Lost the lead.
You get one kill and just you're guaranteed to get traded out, basically.
Enemy halfway to victory.
This nut ass sword.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. We have the ball.
Yeah, I loved Halo 3.
You're quite lethal with that.
The campaign of this, I didn't finish it. I don't know if I will. It is not great.
Gained the lead.
We just got to be able to hold down areas in this game. If you can control the map, that's really the key to winning this.
Nearing victory. Ball dropped.
I don't even know if I've gotten a kill.
We have the ball. Ball dropped.
I'm just getting warmed up here. Naturally, I'm not focused as much when I'm live streaming.
Enemy has the ball.
I can see what Hard 8 said. I can understand what Hard 8 is saying when he says that. Like you're trying to talk and everything.
Power items on the field.
Enemy has the ball.
Those grenades are kind of like OP though.
Ball dropped.
Like people live or die by those grenades. Got this magic needle gun.
We have the ball. Round one. Enemy team facing elimination. Round.
Well, we won the round regardless.
Incoming.
We've got this in the bag, eh?
This is by no
Enemy has
means
the ball.
my go-to game or anything like that.
Ball dropped.
Like it just doesn't look that good.
Enemies on me.
We have the ball.
For being like the main franchise on Xbox, this game should have been a lot better. All that time in development,
The lead.
hundreds of millions of dollar budget. Definitely doesn't look like it.
Ball dropped.
Allied carrier down. It's yours. Keep it that way to score.
Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everybody. I don't think Halo is anywhere near what it used to be. I feel like they just kind of made this game because they had to.
Halfway to victory.
Yo, people got so many grenades.
Ball dropped.
Active camo available.
Enemy has the ball. Dropped. Enemy has the ball.
And then we got the swords.
Enemy has the ball.
It's like it's kind of hard to take it seriously as a really competitive game when people are running around with a one-hit kill sword. I guess you just got to know how to counter it. And then you got sticking plasmas.
We have the ball.
Like most of the time you get killed, it's just some bullshit, basically. Why am I on multiplayer? Because it doesn't have easy mode.
Victory. Ball dropped.
Yeah, this is not my go-to multiplayer. Like I'll try in multiplayer
Enemy has the ball.
when I'm into the game. My days of easy mode
Enemy has the ball.
are over. I was playing easy mode because I was trying to catch up on so many games over the last few years,
Ball dropped.
and I couldn't have anything getting in the way or slowing me down. But I think that's pretty much over now. Like I've just been playing a bunch of old games, but lately I've started Souls games after Elden Ring came out. So yeah, I won't be doing easy mode anymore.
We have the ball. Victory.
Infinite is better than 5, but worse than everything besides 1 through Reach. Yeah, none of them compete with the older games. Shout out to the viewers if you're just joining us. We're playing Halo Infinite on Series X. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notified if you don't mind. Normal is basically easy mode. Yeah, it pretty much is. But I mean, at least it's the way that they intended it to be played. I mean, games are easier nowadays in general. Like they're smoother. There's a lot of features that make the game easier. You know what I mean? From saves more often, and just generally more accessibility, smoother gameplay, and modern features. Hard is easier than it used to be. Every mode is easier, but I don't think you want to go back to the way gaming used to be. Yeah, I was trying to rank up through Diamond. They reset the ranks, so I'm no longer ranked. So I'm still trying to rank into a tier. I was in Diamond 2, but it it is pretty competitive. Once you get up into Diamond,
Slayer.
that's kind of like where the real Halo Infinite starts. It does start getting a lot more competitive, or now in general, people have gotten more used to the game. It just doesn't have anywhere near the level of detail as like Halo 3, and it doesn't have that heart. It just doesn't have that personality. Like, I tried playing the Master Chief Collection, but it's just too old. Played that game so much back in the day. I feel like I just can't go back. What are we playing? Team Slayer?
Lost the lead.
We gotta work. We gotta start working together. Yeah, every time you get into an engagement, you're always getting tag teamed. There's no just like one-on-one or anything. Grenade actually did me some good for once.
Overshield inbound. Overshield available.
Yeah, if you're just coming in, it is at 30 frames per second for you guys, because really I'm streaming this on Twitch, and I just have to, I have another service that streams it to YouTube, and you can only stream 30 frames per second to Twitch from an Xbox, but I am playing it at 60. Nothing I can do, unfortunately.
Dynamo out.
M41 Spangler inbound.
Yo, people live or die by those grenades. Like, the grenades are more powerful than guns in this game.
Targets are over
I guess that's just Halo.
down there.
Taking damage.
Gained the lead.
They're under us.
Lost the lead.
I messed that up. One thing I don't like is how you can make your armor blue so it looks like you're a friendly.
Overshield available.
Like in the older games, like your whole armor is, you can't change it. It's either red or blue.
Gained the lead.
Like, you can change the armor itself, but like in Halo 3, you couldn't change the color. And when you do change the armor, it's not like a drastic difference. Like, these armor choices have some really weird options, like samurai and everything. Like, Halo 3 had that Hayabusa, but it still maintained the proper silhouette. And then there was recon armor that everyone wanted to get. You guys remember recon armor?
Targets are over there.
And it was like this legendary thing. If you could get recon armor, you would have like so much respect. Like the only people who could get it were people who made contributions to like Halo, basically. So like content creators, they didn't really have live streaming back then. But like people who made videos for like Machinima for Halo, or who were in esports, or you had to do something special in order to get recon armor. Why the community in Halo 3 was so strong. They had such a tight-knit like connection between the fans and the developer. Even though it was a huge fan base, it was still, they still made it really like personalized.
Shield pop. Watch my back.
Power items inbound.
Targets are over there.
Oh, that dude got lit up.
Enemies hurt.
Power items now available.
Targets are closing in.
Take your needler out of here.
Over there. Hostiles in sight. Enemies on me. They're close.
I'm gonna watch this back street. Got my guys going in the front, I'll watch the side. I'm gonna go ahead and ride.
5 minutes remaining.
Go ahead and ride up here on the side. See, once you have good team cohesion, everything comes together. Like, you do have to work together.
Did some damage.
Nearing victory.
Was I a big Halo fan back in the day? Yeah, I definitely was. I loved Halo 2 and 3. Yeah, Halo 3 was one of my go-to multiplayer games. No doubt. Good kill.
Overshield inbound.
We're about to take this one home.
Available.
Got the pickup. Rifle shots fly.
I picked up the grapple shot.
Cover me.
Tossing it in.
Kill.
Yeah, we cleaning them up.
Spree.
Yo, we
M41
wiping them
Spectre
up.
Inbound.
Taking fire.
M41 Spanker available.
Another one down.
Are we chasing them down like deer? Wipe these dudes out.
Spectacular. Victory.
That's one thing I don't necessarily like about this game, is that the teams can be really unbalanced. Like Halo 3, I never remember there being these huge disparities, like 50 to 28. You know what I mean? Like, it was close. Like, every game in Halo 3 was way closer. Like, it was a lot slower, but it seemed like it people had more, I don't know, it wasn't this, the time to kill was a lot longer, I feel like. It just wasn't over so fast. Maybe that's part of it. The kills come a lot faster in this. Yo, how's the volume though? Is the game volume good? Audio good? Mic volume? Anything too high, too low? So what are you guys playing? What games is everybody playing right now? We got kind of some downtime. It's definitely gonna be dry for a little while, which to me I think is good, so I can catch up on these Souls games. We got Elden Ring. Elden Ring's gonna be the biggest game for a while. Yeah, there's not really a major game for like a few months. I think the next one is sometime around June. I was looking at the releases. You can go on Wikipedia and look up every confirmed release date. Not a whole lot right now. Sometimes you feel like you just need some time to get caught up on whatever you're playing. Yeah, but this is kind of just a test. I don't think I'll be streaming Halo very much. Testing out streaming on Xbox. I might stream some Call of Duty. I re-downloaded Black Ops. Yeah, Black Ops Cold War is pretty good. I've been trying to get into GTA Online. I'm starting to get the hang of it. It's a lot to take in at first, looking at the map and all of like the icons, but I'm kind of starting to understand that it's basically you just play everything from your phone. Don't even worry about the icons and driving around. Just open the phone or whatever. Yeah, I'm late. I'm like 9 years late to GTA Online. Still got a few more years though.
Earn more kills than your opponents to win.
Be around for a little while longer.
Angle's closing in. Watch my back. Damage.
Definitely need some new maps in this though. I think there's not supposed to be new maps until Season 2, which I'm not really sure when that's going to be.
Gained the lead.
obtained.
If you're just coming in, you'll have to excuse the 30 frames. It's the most you can stream to Twitch from an Xbox. And you can't stream directly to YouTube.
He's on me. Grenade out.
I do want to stream Final Fantasy 13.
Lost.
I wish that got a 60 frames update. Like the other two games did, but the first one did not.
Targets are over there.
Square Enix kind of abandoned Final Fantasy 13.
Active camo available.
Like, I feel like that game could have been so much bigger. Not like the sales, which the sales were successful, but like I feel like it could have had like an anime or just, I don't know. Like I wanted to see more of life on Cocoon. That's one thing they didn't really, you didn't really have the chance to see, and they go into it more in the next games a little bit and the books. But I wish you could have seen like Lightning's house, like that got cut out of the game, or maybe just, you know, everyday life in Cocoon. I feel like it could have been like an open world. That would have been cool. I wouldn't mind a remake of the game at all. That'll never happen though. Yo, what's up, El Nino? El Nini, what's up? What's good? See Daniel. If you guys are new to the channel, thanks for coming. Hit the like button if you liked the video. Yeah, see this huge disparity in kills that never happened in Halo 3. You sucked at Final Fantasy 13. It does take a while to figure out the battle system. It definitely does. Yeah, like if it's not easy just to pick up and play and put together the right strategies. Like some of those tougher enemies, there's no way you're gonna successfully take them down without getting some help online. Like the strategies people put together, there's just no way you could come up with that, because you have to take so much into consideration in the combat. Like enemies have various resistances to certain ailments that you have to work around. They have powerful one-shot attacks. I'm the only person in here on my team. We're gonna go ahead and leave. Yeah, this was never like, people didn't just like leave early. Like Halo 3, I feel like it had so much more, it was so much more solid. Like you were more connected with your team as like one organism, and instead of individual players just getting picked off, like there was this constant sense of everyone is part of the same battle the whole time. And so teams just didn't get wiped out like that. Like everyone's kind of like constantly aware of basically where everyone else is, and it just had this like flow to it. It had this smooth one. Yo, Max B, how big is your backlog? You got the Arkham series in your backlog. You got Final Fantasy 13 in your backlog. Like, how long are these games gonna be in your backlog for, bro? Like, why are they still sitting in a backlog? Why don't you just play them? Like, what's stopping you from starting the Arkham series right now? You can get the Arkham, you can get Return to Arkham Asylum and City. They might have them on PlayStation Now. Like, you can get them one way or the other. Or just Arkham Knight might be on sale. If you want to start with Arkham Knight, just go ahead and start with Arkham Knight. Don't even worry about catching up. You know, it's not going to ruin the previous games. Like, what is stopping you from downloading one of these Batman games right now? Or Final Fantasy 13, because that's on Game Pass. Like, you don't have to put your other games aside. You know, you can just get on for an hour, play a little bit, see how you like it, go back to your other games. You don't have to abandon your existing group of games that you're playing. Just get on an hour a day, a couple times a week, and that's going to add up. You know, even if you just play like once a week for 2 hours,
Stockpile.
after a year, that's 100 hours. So you could beat the entire Arkham series easily in a year if you just got on for like once a week for a couple hours.
We need those power seats, Spartan. Find them.
Can't play multiple games at once. Yeah, it's not really something I ever understood, but just do what works best for you. It's like if I go from playing Arkham Knight and then get on, you know, Cyberpunk, like I get back on Arkham Knight and then all of a sudden I'm just gonna forget the story.
Dynamo grenades obtained.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with just focusing on one at a time. Everybody does have a gaming preference.
Team has reached half power. Your team needs one more power seed.
Find them. Ordnance dropping from orbit.
Your team just scored.
Oh, Elden Ring taking up all your time. Yeah, I'll definitely be on Elden Ring. As soon as either Bloodborne or Sekiro are finished, I will be on Elden Ring. I haven't played Sekiro since I live streamed it last. I'm still on the ape. I haven't fought the ape yet. I just got to the ape. I might stream that later this week.
The enemy has loaded a power seed.
Bloodborne I was playing earlier. I'll be honest with you, I'm getting a little bit tired of Bloodborne.
Our team has loaded a power seed.
The atmosphere is great, but there's just nothing going on in the game. Like that, the world of Bloodborne looks great, it has immersion, but there's just nothing really going on there. You know what I mean? There's notes when you're loading into the game in that little book, but then not when you're in the game. And you can't even pause it or like go back to the next page or anything like that. Like, how does that improve the experience by limiting the amount of information that the player can see, and that helps you understand the game better? And you do constantly go into new areas, but like I've been going into new areas. You know what I mean? I've been coming across enemies that I've never seen before. It's that story that really moves it forward for the player.
Better luck next time.
El Nini, shout out to a new subscriber. Appreciate it.
Let's get that put away.
We gotta play this objective.
Your enemies have one power seed remaining. Power seed stockpile incoming.
If you guys aren't familiar with Any Given Sunday Live, it's the podcast that I'm on.
A gift from the heavens is
I just started
inbound.
streaming
Ground
because
vehicle en route.
a lot of people told me I
Bring a
should.
home spot.
I guess some people who are watching may not
Ready to secure.
have necessarily found out about this from the show. I'll put a link in the description. AGS Live, we call it. Weekly podcast on Sundays.
One power seed remaining.
Ammunition low.
Yeah, the Guardian Ape is your favorite boss. Yeah, I'll stream it. We'll get through it together. We will get through it together. I haven't attempted it yet either,
Team just scored.
so we'll be going in fresh.
Power seed stockpile incoming.
Another one down.
Power seeds are ready to secure.
And then when vehicles explode, there's just... like, I don't see why there couldn't have been more detail.
Your team has loaded a power
Now, if this was some huge, like, open world or something, like, I don't know, I feel like there's no excuse.
Your team has reached half power.
ground
Microsoft, when it comes to making games, they just kind of do what they have to do just to get the game out and working properly. As far as being great, they're not really trying to do that. They just don't have that passion for making games.
The enemy has loaded a power seed.
Just acquire studios. We're gonna see if we can steal one of these.
Your team needs one more power
Didn't even take it. Oh, so it takes some time. Okay.
Your team just scored.
Yeah, I probably will never finish the campaign for this. If I do, it'll be a while. Maybe when they put co-op in. I'm definitely not about to stream it.
Taking damage!
Spike grenades acquired. A gift from the heavens is inbound. We have one power seed plus.
How's the stream doing? Any problems loading, buffering the stream?
Enemy team has scored.
Enemy team secured a power
This dude is still here?
The enemy has loaded a power seat.
Yes, I'm playing on Xbox. I'm streaming through Twitch. Really, I'm streaming on Twitch, but I have Aircast, which will stream to other services. You can't stream to YouTube from Twitch, from Xbox. You have to go to Twitch. Kind of just testing it out right now. These dudes just stay camping in this Warthog.
Did some damage. Threat sensor picked up.
That dude definitely should have been dead.
Rifle shot.
Your enemies have one power seed remaining. The enemy team has scored.
We got taken out on that one. Alright, stream is good. Cool. What do I think about Halo Battle Royale? I don't care about Battle Royale. I don't do Battle Royale. We need some more maps. Yeah, Elden Ring will be the biggest game for a while. There's nothing coming out that's going to be bigger than Elden Ring or even close to that for several months. But I am getting a little bit tired of Bloodborne though. I will finish it. I don't know. I'm thinking about just going to Elden Ring. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll give it another week. Like Sekiro, at least Sekiro has a story. Like there's cutscenes. Like there is more of a story in Sekiro. Bethesda's your favorite developer? See, this game has this issue where it won't go back to the menu, or it won't allow you to search for another game because it's stuck on searching. Like it can't cancel, and even after all this time they still haven't updated this. Alright, I'm gonna have to close the game and relaunch it. The stream will stay up. Just give me 1 second, we'll be right back. Alright, we good? We back? No, there is no signal going to my TV. Why is there no signal on my TV? Give me 1 second. There's no signal going to my TV. Like my TV, for some reason. All right, yeah, we should be. Yeah, we're good. We're good. When I closed the game, the input to my TV cut out. For some reason, there was no signal going into my TV. I've never had that happen before. That was definitely a strange one. We're gonna get back into some big team battle. This game is, they need to fix a lot in this. Like, these are basic fixes. If this was any other game, this would have been fixed like long time ago. Like, they just don't care about the games. They really don't. They got these people working on the games. The only reason it took so much money is because the developers were probably on vacation the whole time. The only reason it took so long is because they were going on vacations, working 30, 40 hours a week, taking time off. Like, Microsoft just has so much money that they're not even worried about making losses. Like, the Xbox division, however much money it takes to buy stuff, you know, making games, that's not even that much money to them. You know what I mean? They're not even worried about a few $100 million. You know, they probably just told him, just work on the game. You know, when it comes out, it comes out. Do I do quick resume? Halo Infinite has bugs with quick resume. Quick resume is buggy in general. I don't really like quick resume. Usually when I get on a game from quick resume, it crashes. Especially a multiplayer game, it won't connect. You gotta close it anyways. And then only a couple games can be in quick resume at a time, especially like big budget games like this. So games will take it, you know, one game will take another out of quick resume, and you can't really keep track of which is in quick resume and which isn't. Like, it does show you, but I'm not getting on a game just because it's in quick resume. And with SSDs, it doesn't take that long to load.
The enemy has seized the zone.
Overshields on the field.
Yo, how come the Warthogs just randomly explode like that? Like, it used to be you had to kill the actual drivers. Like, the vehicle could get destroyed, but like, you're in perfectly good health, and then the vehicle just blows up, and it doesn't even have any real sign that it's gonna explode. Like, that never happened in Halo 3. Like, you would have to get, like, if you were in a vehicle, like, it wouldn't just blow up. You know what I mean? It was about killing the player. Like, I never had a vehicle just randomly blow up when I was in perfect health.
The enemy is capturing the zone.
Like, the vehicles would get messed up and, like, be on fire. But, like, you would know when it was about to explode, and you would have to get killed, and then, like, the vehicle can get blown up. 343, they're... Yeah, they have bad leadership. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Hostiles are
I don't know who's
capturing
in
a
charge
zone.
at 343. I guess Bonnie Ross. Bonnie Ross seems more like an HR person or someone in the offices.
Ground vehicle
She comes off more of as in like an executive as far as opposed to like a team leader. You know what I mean? Bonnie Ross seems like someone who's there to sign important papers or whatever.
capturing a zone.
Give the go-ahead on projects.
Is inbound.
Accountant or something. She doesn't seem like she's really passionate about making a great game.
Your team is close to total control.
Drop wall acquired.
And now the Warthogs got... Now the Mongooses have missiles. That's definitely new. That was not the case before. I don't remember the Mongooses ever having missiles. I've got to pay attention to this game right now.
An ally is claiming a zone.
When you're live streaming, it's harder to pay
Enemy
attention
has seized a zone.
to what you're doing.
Tango's closing in.
Your team is close to total control.
Zone captured. This zone is as good as ours.
Your team has total control.
I do like that you have to capture all three of them to score a point.
One of ours is capturing a zone.
New zones are ready for capture.
One of ours is capturing a zone.
One of ours is capturing a zone.
Your team is close to total control.
The enemy is capturing a zone.
Take it.
A gift from the heavens is inbound. Zone lost. Ground vehicle en route.
And then you're always out of ammo.
Johnson and A.
Like, having a lot of ammo would be like overpowered. Run out of ammo and you just gotta run around looking for a different weapon.
Ordnance dropping from ordnance.
And they're way more spread out than they were in previous Halos. It's like picking up enemy weapons. That doesn't happen as easily. I don't feel like as it did in Halo 3. Oh, this stream is moving hella slow. I might have to play around with some settings. Let me adjust something real quick. Give me 1 second.